Hello, I'm James Turk. I'm a director of the Gold Money Foundation. And I'm here in Munich, Germany with Swiss money manager Egon van Greyritz, the founder of Matterhorn Asset Management. Egon, it's a pleasure. I appreciate you taking out the time to come and speak with us today. I've been following your work for many years. I know we're on the same line of thought with regard to sound money and the precious metals. But just sort of provide a little bit of background information about yourself and your thinking about gold and silver and their role as money.
Well, I can go back a long time. I've been worried about this world for quite a long time, like you, and I saw it coming, well, certainly in the 90s. I was surprised how governments managed to fool the people by continuing to print money. I thought actually that the world would discover that the emperor was naked a lot earlier than they did. But it suited everyone, of course. Everyone had a vested interest, whether it's government or the bankers, politicians, to continue to print money and to continue to deceive the people. So I founded Matterhorn Asset Management in the late 90s, but it was really a private company then, just for private investors. But in 2002, I went official and I said to all our investors that you should have 50% of your liquid assets in gold, which was quite unique. Then the gold was $300 then. Of course, just like when you started, some people listen and they are extremely happy. A lot of people didn't listen. And as you are, I'm sure, experiencing now, people like buying high. Well, I'm sure you'll come to that. I don't think we are high yet. We're just higher. We've gone 5 times since we recommended people to have 50% of their assets in gold. But we're still at the very beginning of the move, in my view.
Yeah, I agree with you completely on this. People get hung up on the price. What they really should be looking at is value. And value can be very, very different. When you're looking at price because the dollar is being debased, the euro is being debased, they're losing purchasing power because of bad decisions being made by central banks, inflation and all of that. Gold may look like it's expensive, but the reality is it's almost as good a value as it was 10 years ago. It's slightly higher value, less undervalued than it was 10 years ago, but on any historical norm, it's still very much undervalued. And even silver, given that silver's risen the way it has. Do you also look at silver as a form of liquidity?
Yes, we do silver also, definitely. And we actually also have, our precious metals division is called Gold Switzerland. We also have the name Silver Switzerland registered, but we're not using that as a separate website. But we do, lately we've done a lot of silver. Again, of course, people like to buy things when they move. As you know, it's more complicated in Europe to buy silver because of the VAT situation. There's no problem buying it and storing it in a bonded warehouse, of course, but people can't use it as money in the same way without paying VAT on it. So, in my view, silver is not the same degree of wealth preservation. It's a very interesting investment currently. I think people should have some silver. I think they should have more gold, because of the volatility of silver. And at some point, I actually see, when I see gold peaking in a number of years and staying at that level, because I think gold is going to become part of reserve currency. I doubt that silver will be, because there's no silver stock around the world and governments don't have silver. So therefore, I think silver will correct down more. So that I think investors should be careful in not buying silver only.
Yeah, I agree with you. The volatility of silver means it's not for everyone, whereas gold is, the form of international money. And that role as international money, I think, continue to emerge as more and more people are starting to say that, well, there are no safe havens anymore. It can't go to the Deutschmark. Even there are questions about the Swiss franc and how closely tied it's going to be to the euro. So the natural safe haven would be gold.